Hi everybody, today I'm going to do something I normally do not do. Flat earth or not, our integrity is in Christ. God will lead us to all truth. When we start ostracizing each other and putting each other down, we're not revealing the love of God. And how are we going to bring someone to Christ? By putting them down. It's going to do the opposite. And if we understand, there are people who say, people who flat earth, they put everybody else down. Well, people believe in the globe, they do the same. So we're actually doing the same thing in different realms. So do you understand? We belong to Christ. We do not belong to an organization. Before we were in our mother's womb, we were in Christ. And the beauty of Jesus is to behold him. And he says he will lead us to all truth. And there's going to be divisions. There's going to be divisions. Why? Because of beliefs and character. To talk to people and to bring them to Christ. This is why you don't see me with groups. And you don't see me with certain families. When I see God tells me it's time to go, it's time to go. Okay? So I'm going to read this. My channel is actually Bible-based. Okay, it says it's true. Somebody wrote, I'm not going to say who it is. It's flat earth believers. They target women, new believers, people that are vulnerable and struggle with pain and or emotional issues. It's very insidious. Now, this is basically saying that I'm targeted because I believe in the earth is flat. See, they're the ones putting me down. And this is someone who's been subbed to my channel, someone who's always saying that he's looking out for me. But yet he's calling me vulnerable and saying that I struggle with emotional issues because I believe this, even though I haven't been approached by a cult. Actually, they've tried to pull me in, but I'm like, no, I'm an individual that Christ died for me. Not a church died for me, not an institution died for me. Nobody in my family has died for me or has been there through my struggles when I'm in a serious situation. So it is Christ and Christ alone, and we must remember that when we are not in our woes, because then when we're in our woes, we're going to ask for God, and it's a vanity cry, right? I understand all this, that what you believe, because you believe it's not true. So of course you're going to stand up for what you believe is true, and so you're not seeing it, but you're also putting me down, and saying that you're my friend. And sadly, many have fallen. Towards the bottom, it says, sadly, many have fallen. People do not have to join a cult to be a member to still be deceived. And that's true. I agree with that. Watch how many of them agree to engage in intelligent conversation. Okay? And be careful. And so, I understand you're saying be careful, but you're also putting me down. And there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. But I'm not vulnerable. That's the point. And I'm not stupid. And I'm not, I'm vulnerable, yes, with my pain, physical pain and struggles. But I'm not a new believer. Before I even did my channel, I was a strong believer that brought me to create this channel. And you say that they target women and new believers and vulnerable and that struggle with emotional issues. So right there, you're categorizing. I would read more, but I'm not going to. If anybody wants to go to the thread, if they don't delete it themselves, it's a conversation. And then they say they worry about me, yet I am being categorized as something that I'm not. So if you care about me, get to know me, okay? Figure it out for yourself. And just like I respect your belief, I would never talk to you that way. Understand that. It's a lack of integrity and a lack of class. That is something that I'm willing to say.